What's going on, folks? Thanks for joining me on another episode of Ducks Gun Chronicles. I'm Jordan, your host and guide for this waterfowl season. In today's video, we're going to be going over the 5 steps for getting on the birds, scouting the birds, and getting on them for more limits. But before we jump into the video, guys, if you are new here, hit that sub button. I put out waterfowl content all season long, from the preseason videos all the way to the main gig of the channel is putting out the waterfowl videos from the beginning of September all the way through late Goose in February. You don't want to miss it. Also, guys, make sure to check out Duck Gun Podcast. That is my podcast. I host it weekly live on this channel with my buddy Elliot from Freelance Duck Hunting. And like I said, we put it out live stream it on my channel every week, and then it goes out to all podcast, iTunes platforms for podcast anywhere. Lastly, guys, we hit the goal. We hit the goal for the giveaway for the Duck Gun leather patch hat. We hit the 100 likes on the video, so stay tuned to the end to hear about the giveaway. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump on in today's video. And like I said, guys, today is going to be the 5 steps, the 5 tips for getting on more birds, for scouting and finding more birds. So, step number 1 is, it almost goes without saying, and I hope it does for most people, but get yourself a pair of binoculars. I got 3 or 4 of these just laying around. Keep one in the truck, keep one in the blind bag. Just bring them everywhere with you. You never know when you're going to see some birds, and you might need to glass on them and figure out what you got going on. Because you can't, a lot of times you can't see them close up. And first initial look needs to be with the binoculars. Second step is don't be lazy. Once you see the birds, once you need to scout, you just need to go do it. I know a lot of times it's during or in between hunts, it's so easy to be lazy. Hit that snooze button on the alarm clock, not get up and scout. But if you're not doing the scouting, there's going to be a lot of weekends you go out and you just go to a spot not prepared, and you're not going to get on as many birds. So get out there. Don't be lazy. Step 3. So once you're out there, once you kind of got an initial setup on it, you need to follow the birds. So, like I said, once you see the birds, you can follow them from place to place. You got to know where the roost is at, you got to know where loafing places are at, and you got to know where feeds are at. So those are the 3 main places you're going to look. Obviously, roost, they're going to be there first thing in the morning. They're going to be there last thing at night. If you can find that, that's kind of your key, your central hub. And from there, you'll see birds going to loafs, birds going to feeds, depending on what time of the year it is, what type of bird, if it's a goose or a duck. They're going to do that in a little bit different order. So follow the birds in your scouting. So step 4, and this can kind of be just like a give or take as far as when you need to do this in the process. But get on your map applications. Get on some type of map service. There's so many out there. There's Google Maps, there's Apple Maps, and then for the hunting, there's OnX, there's Base Maps, there's HuntWise, there's another one called Deer Stand, and they all have information on public land. They have information on who is the landowner on. If you're trying to get permission for a field, you're going to need to look it up. They're all going to have that kind of information, and that's definitely part of your scouting, seeing if it's public or private or who owns it. And get out there and get permission. So that is step 4, getting out there. Some would say that is a good way to start as well. So that can be interchanged between 4 and 1. Looking on those maps, I can't tell you how many hours I've spent just looking on Google Earth or Apple Maps just on my phone if I'm driving. Or if I'm riding somewhere, someone else is driving, a lot of times I see a body of water or a river go through. I'm quickly scanning through there, and if you find a marsh or something that's worth going back for, that is a perfect way to find it. So step 5 is pay attention to the hunters. And this isn't really chronological in the order of everything, but hunters go to the hot spots where the birds are at. The better the hunting, the more pressure there is. That's why Arkansas has probably more pressure than any other state in the country. They shoot a lot of ducks there, and they have a lot of pressure. So even in more localized areas, that's the truth. And it's not always the case that they're the best, but definitely pay attention to where you're seeing duck hunters come and go, when you're out hunting, when you're out, just out and about with your scouting. So definitely, like I said, guys, you're always scouting as a hunter, whether you're driving, whether you're hunting, whether you're doing anything. If you're like me, you see a flock of geese, that's what you're paying attention to. So, pay attention to the people around you, the hunters around you, and where they're going. Especially as a new person, that's going to help you get a good idea of what type of places and where to look. So yeah, that's all I got for today's video. I hope these tips help you guys, these steps for getting on more birds. I go through these steps all the time, finding more places. You never can have too many places to check out, too many places to try and hunt and get on the birds. The more options you have, the better off you're going to be. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and talk about the giveaway. So, I know in the last video, the dove video, I didn't give a good explanation of what it took to win the hat giveaway. So, we hit the 100 like goal. Awesome. That's freaking awesome, guys. And so, I'm going to stick to my word and give away the Duck Gun leather patch hat and decal. But this is the way I'm going to do it, because I feel bad that I didn't give proper instructions. So right here, I'm going to take the comments from the last video and this video as well. Make sure you're subscribed, comment down below, and like, and we're going to give away that hat. And then, like I said, guys, secondary goal, if we hit 200 likes on any video, if it's this video or the next video, if we hit it now, I'll draw 2 people from last videos and this video's comments combined. If it's another video further on, then we'll take the comments from there. So, yeah, awesome, guys. Appreciate it. That's all I got for today. I'm Jordan, Ducks Gun Chronicles, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go.